welcome to Vibrant Vibes. This is episode 9. This is my friend Shelby. Shelby actually just came from her job, so thank you for joining the podcast.
Of course.
Talk about your job. Where do you work?
I currently have two jobs. I work at 36th District and I work at Kroger.
Okay, girl, you got two
part time.
jobs.
Man, okay, I'm tired.
I would say, what's your schedule like?
So at 36, I work Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And at Kroger, I work part time from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then on the weekends, I work full shifts. Usually, I work in the morning time, sometime in the morning time, like 7:30 to like 4 or something like that.
Oh wow.
But now since I got that cashier position, starting next weekend, I'm gonna be working like later shifts, so I gotta be there at 1 p.m. to 9:30. But it's like
you're making money though.
Man, I gotta make that.
And honestly, when you have the opportunity, when you can actually make the money like that and grind, just keep doing it. Yeah. You keep doing it, girl. You're doing good.
Yes.
How's it working down at the court?
I
know you cool. Probably talk about so much. So I guess what can you talk about?
Oh my god. So with the court is mainly women. So what comes with a lot of women is a lot of it.
Yes.
But you just have to I just have to put my position where, I'm not involved in that or whatever. Even when I'm just chilling.
You're there to work.
Work and go home.
Yep, exactly.
That's it. That's all. But it's pretty cool. The people there are nice for the most part. Yeah, it's nice. But when it comes to Kroger and the people working at Kroger, they are extremely friendly. Okay, extremely. I'm not used to it. So it's like, I don't know. It puts me in like two different environments. But
yeah, it is. It's like two different worlds. Right
yeah,
there.
exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
It's working at a court and then working at Kroger.
Right.
All right.
But yeah.
Holy moly. Well, I guess one thing we can talk about, just so our people know, is obviously, like, how did we meet? But we met through Kyla.
Right.
Which we will have another episode down the road with us three talking about that. We'll have Kyla on here too. Where were we at? When did that? I can't remember. Weren't we at?
When we met?
Yeah.
We met at Kyla's graduation party.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was her graduation party.
And that was at Height?
Yeah.
Sure, wasn't it
yeah,
Height?
I think it was at Height. Yeah.
Was Jamal there too?
I think so.
Was Jamal in the picture?
But I don't know. You know what's funny is, okay, when it comes to me, Jamel and Kyla, Jamel is my brother, but Jamel and Kyla were friends first. And I was like the quiet one that didn't talk to anybody on the bus. I thought
you and her were friends first. Oh, wow.
It was Jamel and Kyla. Because Jamel is the more, outgoing, friendly type. Yeah. And I'm just more like people. So it's like, she just happened to sit next to me every day on the bus. And that's where it all started. One day I went over her house and just
you're just there, and that's just how it happened. That's all right. We love friends, though. That's how Kia. I mean, me and Kia, we're still good friends. But growing up, because I grew up around here, and Kia, same house and stuff. Kia and I only lived maybe 4 blocks down from each other, so every day, Ashley,
literally,
Ashley, you home? I'd be like, but that's how it happens.
Yeah.
But usually those are the best friendships, and I feel like those friendships usually most times are the ones I do last.
Yeah,
I noticed that,
especially like when you grow up together, you can like make a different type of bond. You know
do.
What I'm saying?
Like I noticed that you do, and it's like honestly, like all of it. Like I've known you for a little bit too, so it's like, it's like, I mean, even though it'd be hard for all of us, but if you, me, Kyla, say we all Ryan, say we all went a while without seeing each other, it'd be like right back. We see each other.
Exactly.
That's how me and Kia are. It's like, I can see Kia for like without months, and it's like, hey girl,
right.
Because so you got that bond. Yeah, for real. You got that bond. You're right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, talking about your brother because I know he's pretty funny and he's told some stories.
Oh
And I actually did say on the podcast with me and him, if people are watching, that I would bring Shelby on here. Tell me your
gosh.
side, like some stories about you and him growing up. One story he did tell me, and I want to know your side of it because I just it came in my head real
Oh God.
quick. Because when you and him, I think you guys were sharing a bunk bed, and he was saying how he was like kicking like the top of it
Oh
with his
my
feet.
goodness. Okay. So that day, me and Jamel were younger, we shared a room or whatever, and it was bedtime. And I would sleep on the top bunk
So it was
and
bedtime.
right, Jamel would sleep on the bottom bunk. And one day he just kept kicking the mattress, just kicking it, kicking it, kicking it. And you know how bunk beds have that bar right there on the edge? Yeah,
Yes.
we didn't have that.
Dang. So
So
it was
he
just
just kept,
open?
yeah. So I'm over
Mm-mm.
there jumping like, stop, like, and I end up falling off the bed, and
You just see you on top, just like, stop, stop.
exactly, just boom. So, our closet had like these spikes at the bottom. I don't know how that the spikes got there, but they were there. It was from like the how do you what is that called? Like the I don't know, like the box of the door.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it came from that, and I fell and I cut my stomach. I don't have the scar anymore. But it recently just healed. Like
Oh,
so,
God.
I started crying, and my mom was like, "What are y'all doing up there?" And Jamel, I look at Jamel. He's like, "Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me." I'm like, "Man, I fell off the bed."
He looked
And I said, "Now stop playing."
He's like, oh my God, I'm about to get
Right.
It's awesome.
Man, them days. And then like when we were younger, man, me and Jamel would fight a lot. Like we would fight a lot. Like I don't care what nobody says. If you have a younger sibling or an older sibling and y'all would fight, you had the best childhood. I don't care what nobody says.
I grew
So
up.
it's like,
I grew up with my cousins, and honestly, like watching them fight to me, because I grew up as an only child, it was so funny to me, but it was so entertaining too. The same way, because like I didn't grow up with siblings, so just watching them, it's just like.
and like, okay, so when me and Jamel will fight, we'll make up in like 5-10 minutes. Be like, "You good?"
I'm
"Yeah,
good.
I'm good." "You good?" "Yeah." "You wanna go play the game?" Like,
Like that's like a brother sister thing, though.
I
It's so
swear,
funny to me.
man, I'll ride for him. I don't care
Uh,
what nobody says. I will
that's
ride
how
for
it
him.
should be, though. You know, when you got siblings. I mean, for real, like I don't have siblings, but like growing up, people having close friends. You know, like certain cousins I have. Like you get really close to those people, and you're just like,
Right, exactly.
yeah, I feel that. But that's awesome. My brother's definitely. He's funny.
Jamel has always been the class clown,
He's so goofy.
and it's like both of us are funny, but it comes naturally to us, because my mom is funny and my dad was a straight comedian, so it's like we grew up
So you
around
got
it our
two
whole
funny
lives,
people.
right?
Two of them. I was like, okay, we're funny too.
Right.
That's so cool. I can only imagine your brother. I feel like he was bad.
Jamel was bad. He was bad as shit. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, but he was bad. Like I remember one time he's gonna kill me. So one time we were younger and Jamel was hanging around with his friends or whatever, and they went up to the corner liquor store and they started throwing rocks. He had to have been like 10 or 11, throwing rocks at the windows, and the owner caught him and locked him in a back room. He threatened to call the police.
Dang, he's 10 years old too. He's
10
like,
years
no,
old.
my mom.
So my mom gets a phone call. Me and my mom are at home, and she was like, "He is where?" Oh, we drove up there. I was so scared for him. It's like every time Jamel gets in trouble, I feel like I'm next, even though I didn't do nothing.
I mean,
like I got that feeling like I'm gonna get a whooping too. Like, so
getting anxious.
we get up there, and my papa grandma, my mom's mom was, I think she was either up there or on the phone. I think she was on the phone. And my mom played her little waterworks like, "Oh, please let him rest my son." Da, 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 da. So they let him go.
He was 10 years old, bro.
10 years old.
I could see your Mally's probably about to shit his pants.
Man. And my papa grandma was like, "Don't beat him. Don't beat him." She's like, "No, I ain't gonna beat him. I'm not gonna do that." No, she got home and got in that butt, I swear. And when I tell you the way that she beat I was next. I was downstairs like this. I'm next.
You're sweating.
Like, right. Feel the sweat coming down my palms.
Oh my god, I can only imagine.
Man, oh man. Yeah, Jamel.
I wish I could just watch, like, see, like, if you guys have any, like, home videos growing up with you and him. Those are, like, the best sometimes to watch.
I don't know if we have any home videos. I'm gonna have to ask my mom.
Oh my god. He was probably so funny.
Our childhood was something else.
That's always the best. When you got, like, the funny memories to look back at and stuff. Like, honestly, because I look at it nowadays, like, kids, I feel like, do not have a childhood like we did.
Yeah, because they're all on the tablets and won't go outside and adventure. And
you know, and I do say that to Justin a lot. It's like I notice, like, when it's nice days, or even like days like this, like, okay, it's a little chilly, but you can still go to the park, go for a walk, go for a ride, go to 7-Eleven. Like, that's what we did. We were kids. Go for a walk to 7-Eleven, get a Slurpee, get candy. You know, and it's like you never see kids out anymore. Never. And I never do in our neighborhoods anymore. And it's like, dang.
Man, we grew up in the best time because we had both. We had
it was like the
electronic
beginning.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I had, my mom remembers this. I remember, so I had the Game Boy. You know, start off with that. That was so cool. And I feel like you barely see that anymore. We had the Wii. And then we had, like, Rock Band. That was cool.
Oh my god, I love Guitar Hero.
And then I had DS.
Yeah, I had a DS cool, too.
But whenever I'd get pissed as a kid, I'd be like, and I'd want to, like, snap because I get so irritated at, like, games and shit. And I'd be like, and, like, done with it. My mom. But I didn't break it, though.
I remember, man, my DS was like, the screen was so scratched up. I don't know how, but I think it was from the little pencil thing that it came with. Oh. My DS screen was so scratched up.
I remember, oh my god, I'm trying to think what games did I play on the DS. Nintendogs, that was a shit.
I played the Hannah Montana game.
Oh, I love that game. What else? Super Mario Bros.
Of course.
That's a shit. What was it? Mario Kart, I think we could play on there. Cooking Mama. God, I'm trying to think. That was so cool.
It was so
and, like, now you never, I mean, I guess kids do, like, the Switch. I think that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the Switch kind of reminds me of the DS, but in, like, a different way. Like, it's on
the future version.
Yeah, the future version, exactly.
We didn't have that.
Right. I want to. That's the next thing I think I'm gonna give myself is a Nintendo.
He was talking about getting him one too. They actually are kind of cool, but then again, I always tell him, like, but then again, it's like, shit, I wouldn't mind being in bed, laying up, and just that would be kind of cool. Like, I would, instead of, like, hooking up everything to the TV. At least it's like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
That'd be sweet. And I heard, can't you connect those to the TV when you play?
Yeah, because I go over my friend Haley's house, and she has a Nintendo, and we play Overcooked.
Overcooked.
Yeah, it's basically like Cooking Mama, but in a different version. Cool. Like, you gotta cook the food before it gets on fire, send all of it out. Like, yeah. So it's like, that game is so stressful. Like, I've never been that stressed.
There's a game. What's it called? I feel like we used to play it too. So, you know, you got the PS5, you know, you got the new GTA coming out. I feel like that's like our era right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The new PS5 and all that. And what was this one game? I used to play Crash Bandicoot.
Oh my god, that just.
I love that. I still love that game.
Yeah, I love that game so bad. That game also stressed me out too.
Do you remember in the apartment whenever we try and beat those levels?
I swear.
It was that same stupid level. And I swear to this day, I think I still can't beat that level. I swear to God.
We'll go over your house and we'll just play through like, man, let me go again.
Me.
I can do it this time. I know what I'm doing.
Me. I get hit by a boulder. Me. That game is so fun, though. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like I know, like right now, really. I mean, I don't really know too many. I'm not a gamer, but I really don't know too many games that are really out right now that are like.
I know 2K is still a
Ooh,
thing.
yeah.
I know that came out. I think I want to say a few months ago, or maybe even last year. I don't know. But
Call of Duty.
2K,
A lot of
Call of
people like
Duty.
Call
A
of
lot of
Duty.
people play Warzone, which is still Call of Duty.
Okay. Oh, okay. See, I
Um,
didn't really get too much into
mm,
that. I know I'm trying to think what else.
People still play Madden. I'm trying to think of all the
Mm,
games that Walter plays.
wrestling. I feel like WWE. People
Yeah,
like my dad.
UFC. Yeah.
My dad likes WWE.
Madden. People still play Madden. Um, Walter plays this game called Rainbow.
Rainbow.
It's like this little. I hate that game so bad. I hate it because every time he gets on, he plays one match, and at one match, if it's Siege, a thing called Siege, there's like different like game levels or whatever. But if he plays Siege, that game lasts 45 minutes. One game.
Dang.
I'm like, next thing you know, he's on the game for hours, and I'm like,
and then you're asleep.
Yes, and I'm asleep.
Man, no. I see. I wouldn't like a game like that. It's too long.
Exactly. But good thing he does not play that game no more because I hated that time when he played that game.
You got any plans for the weekend?
Um. Well, Walter's supposed to be taking me, his brother, and his sister out to dinner today, and then other than that, I'm working.
Oh, you work this weekend too?
I work every weekend.
Dang.
Ever since I started that part time job, I've been working 7 days a week.
Good for you, though.
So it's like
good for you. You know, I mean, things are expensive. You know, the economy, everything. I mean, inflation, everything. So good for you.
Man, everything's expensive. From the gas to a bar of candy. Like it's like
gas just went up. Speedway right over here. What was it at? We just passed. It was like 369 or something. It was just the other day 340 something. I'm like, what the? And I got a Fusion, so I'm glad with my car. I don't know, is your car even on gas?
Yeah. I usually put like $30 in, and I'll be okay. So it's like
that's how my car is. That's good though. All right, what's something I was gonna say? What's a memory? Okay, the time that wasn't there a memory of Kyla's car?
Yeah. So one day
you're like, yup.
One day, me, Kyla, and our friend Avery, went. I think it was like Kroger or Walmart or something. And this is when she had her little bug car, and she had the sunroof, and it was open, and she was like, "Shelby, jump in it." I'm like, "It's coming."
Jump. It's like that thought in your head. Jump.
Right. So I'm like, okay, I can do it. So I get to stretching. I'm all like, oof. So I tried to jump in it, failed instantly. So Avery had to help me get in the car from the roof. It was funny, but that hurt my stomach so bad.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, talking about Avery. Didn't you guys all go African Safari?
Yes.
Dude, we did that one time. I want to go again. It was so fun, but I don't want my window down. I don't want them getting my
like those things. Like the llamas, they and like all the rest of the animals, they don't care for the little pellets that they
want
give
the cut.
You. Yeah,
they want the whole cut.
They want everything. Like
they
if you have carrots, yep, like lettuce, they will mess that up. But when it comes to the little dog food or whatever food they give them, they like, I don't want that. You know what I mean?
I just remember we went. They were like all up in our car. I think we took Justin's truck. Remember they were all up in the window in the car, and I was just like backed up. I was like, "Do not get close to my face." I was getting scared, man.
Especially when they see that
they carrots showing their teeth and some dude do that chomping.
Like I was more scared of what did they have up there? I think they were buffaloes with them big old horns. I'm like, but get away from that car.
Hell no, just fucking.
I said, all you gotta do is shh.
Can you imagine if you guys would have took Kyla's little car?
Oh god.
Kyla had a Fiat, a little Fiat driving through there with all these animals.
Are we gonna see where their legs?
I know she's watching this right now.
She's gonna be like, "That's not funny."
It was funny. All you see was her
Man,
legs.
she used to be taking off in that car though, man.
Skirt.
She used to
Little
be just
Fiat.
flying.
I remember that car. That car was so good on gas, though, dude. It's so
Mm-hmm.
small.
I remember she let me drive it one time, and I was doing the speed limit, but it felt like we were flying. Like it was,
Like you're floating
yes,
with it at that
bro.
point. There's times where I be driving and I feel like I'm literally floating in the air. I'm just like, damn, we're just cruising at this point.
Yeah.
Man, you got that steady piece going too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one more memory I think I remember you talked about was okay. One more, the 7-Eleven trip.
7. Okay, so it was. We had to been like. I think I was like a sophomore in high school, and Kyla was. I was a sophomore. I think Kyla was either a senior or a junior.
Oh,
I think she
wow.
was a senior. And it was we was deep, okay? It was me, Kyla, Jamel, my stepsister Sahira, Robert, Avery. No, I don't think Avery was there. It was Robert and Jalen. We were all walking to 7-Eleven. We was so deep, okay? We was deep.
Rolling it with you. We got all our
And
friends. We ain't messing with
man,
those.
okay. And I think it was 7-Eleven day.
Oh my god, all you guys are in there.
Mm-hmm. And we was deep. Deep. It was
You
so
pack
fun.
up the whole 7-Eleven?
Yeah, heck yeah, we did.
That's all right. That's how it is sometimes.
So that was fun, and it was like during the summertime, and oh, I remember them days.
I remember growing up being a kid. Like that's what me and Kia would do when we grew up around here. There's that 7-Eleven right on Bedoy and Cherry Hill. Yep.
Yeah.
That's when we'd always walk to. We walk through the apartments and like we'd get like our candy or Slurpees. We ride back home. Actually, we take our bikes. We ride back home because like her street, her neighborhood was like almost a straight shot. You just kept going straight down, so it's just nice. Maybe 5-minute bike ride. It was nice.
That's not bad.
Nope.
I remember when me and Jamel was in high school, and I was doing conditioning for basketball. And me and Jamel would ride our bikes up all the way up to John Glenn.
Dang.
Man, listen.
But I love doing like I remember being a kid. Like even now, like we'll go on bike rides here and there. But like when you were a kid and you would just adventure to nowhere,
so different.
It is when you're a kid. It's like you're just exploring. You're just going on an adventure. You're just having fun. Like nowadays, it's like
it's just like yeah, we're riding bikes.
All right, I might go back.
Right?
Can't breathe.
But yeah, man. When I tell you one day. Speaking of the basketball conditioning, me and Jamel were riding up there, and I have a really bad knee. And when I tell you every little roll I did on the bike, that my knee said pop, pop, pop. I said, you know how many breaks we had to take?
I'm dead. It's like,
and then what makes it worse is once we got up to Glen, we started playing basketball or whatever. I almost fainted. I don't know if I think it was because I didn't eat before doing all that stuff. So I got a banana. They gave me a banana or whatever, and that was fine. But I was like, man, I almost just died.
Oh shoot. Well, I think we talked about a lot. Next time, I definitely want to get an episode. You, me, and Kyla. We're gonna be in this. Yeah. And I know I can. Maybe the next one. But thank you so much for coming, especially coming after your job. I do appreciate that.
Of course.
Thank you everyone for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching me and Shelby today, and hope you all subscribe and continue watching. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.